Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our best buds in the Bayou, Zappos. What a special night it is in Banana Land. Just 6 days after Banana Ball's MLB debut, Skip Bertman Field at Alec Box Stadium is the home of the first ever Banana Ball game on a college campus. We are coming to you live from Louisiana State University. LSU, go Tigers! In the shadow of Death Valley, the Party Animals and Nanners do battle for the 14th time. It is a raucous crowd on hand. Over 11,000 fans make up the 300th straight sold-out Bananas or Party Animals show. Of course, the Bananas involved in 299 of them, the Party Animals and the Aussie Drop Bears. Once the only Banana Ball game we have ever had that did not include the Nanners. Welcome inside the booth alongside Josh Talevsky. I am Biko Scala, and I just said it, but just 6 nights ago we were in Minute Maid Park. Major League Baseball Stadium, got to see Banana Ball for the first time. Now, our first game on a college campus.
And look, the Bananas and Party Animals are going to ride the high of performing in front of 41,000 people. And it was a quintessential Banana Ball game when you really think about it. A point was earned in every inning last weekend. Zach Phillips throws the fastest Banana Ball inning of all time in just 55 seconds. And you had trick plays galore as well from a plethora of different guys out there on the diamond. But nonetheless, even though you're not performing in front of 41,000 folks, you've got 11,000 plus on hand here in Alec Box Stadium. And let me tell you, we have gotten every indication that they are as enthusiastic as ever and that they are going to bring the noise as well out here. I think the Bananas and Party Animals are going to feed off of that energy all weekend long.
If you...
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Ava Johnson.
What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
How about that for a national anthem? What a way to get into Game 14 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the sweetest pals you can find in the Sugar State, Zappos. The Bananas are 8-5, winners of 8 out of their last 10 after dropping the first 3 on the tour. Red hot and looking to stay that way in the first 3 games ever in the state of Louisiana. Defensively for the Bananas, left to right in the outfield, you see Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Danny Hosley. Third to first in the infield gives you Gabe Howell, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. Catching tonight, it's Bill Leroy, and starting on the mound is Ryan Kellogg.
Ryan Cox, the glove magician, may be starting to break away in this trick play race. Can you believe it? Up to 28 on the season, 8 more than Dustin Baber in second place, and Coxie in Houston, Texas, had 4 trick plays for the Bananas, but Eric Jones Jr. starting to rise over there defensively at first base. 2 trick plays in Houston, and of course had 3 trick plays in 1 game in Jacksonville, Florida as well.
Let's zoom in on the man with 1 trick play on the tour and in his 2-year Banana Ball career, the 6'6" lefty out of Whitby, Ontario, Canada, Ryan Kellogg. What he's done across 13 2/3 innings has not been an amazing start to a young season, but he was incredible last year.
It's the 4th start of the season for Ryan Kellogg, and you touched on 2023. He was phenomenal. 46 1/3 innings pitched, only gave up 10 ball 4 sprints and collected 33 strikeouts, and averaged 3 minutes and 54 seconds, or 3 minutes and 54 seconds per inning pitched last season. Now, the MPI this year isn't that much different, but for Ryan Kellogg, he's just getting a bit unlucky out there on the mound. It could be some defensive shifts that have caused him a little bit of trouble, but overall, all of the things that he's been controlling have been phenomenal for the Bananas.
Let's get a look at the Party Animals lineup that opposed him for the 14th straight game. It is Reese Hampton leading it off. Behind the switch-hitting center fielder, you see Noah Fisher, the DH, then Jake Skoll in left field. Cleaning it up is Dalton Cornett. And then Bryson Bloomer, Tanner Thomas, Chase Acuff in the middle. And Taj Porter, Dustin Baber, Jason Swan at the bottom.
Now it's time. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed, Mr. Cole. Reese Hampton, 12th round draft pick in 2018 by the Detroit Tigers. 60 feet and 6 inches away from a 5th round draft pick in 2015 by the Chicago Cubs. Over 11 years of minor league baseball experience between these two guys. Hampton in his 3rd World Tour, 2nd with the Animals. And ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Kellogg finds the zone. Reese went 0 for a couple weekends ago in Jacksonville. Came back strong, couple hits in Houston this past Saturday. He was the best offensive weapon either team had on last year's tour. Sends it to right center, and what a diving play by Danny Hosley to rob Reese of extra bases.
We've seen Danny Hosley start at 3 different positions this season for the Bananas, but most of them have come in right field. They've always known that his speed is such an advantage for them in that corner outfield spot. He's got a heck of an arm, and he shows off the range here to rob Reese Hampton of extra bases. What a defensive start to the game for the Bananas.
Kellogg fires one behind the tush of the 2023 Horizon League Player of the Year. That was Fisher's fantastic final season at Northern Kentucky University. This past summer, spent time in the Frontier League and the Atlantic League. Played Banana Ball for the first time as a Staten Island Ferry Hawk against the Nanners a year ago in the Big Apple. And having a nice beginning to a now 14-game-old Banana Ball career.
He's pacing Banana Ball rookies so far on this tour with 7 runs batted in for the Party Animals, but he's slowed down just a bit. 7 hits across his 4 games on tour. He's got just 4 hits in his last 9 games since. As this one is over to third base, and Gabe Howell can't handle it over there at the hot corner. It's Noah Fisher who's going to reach here early.
Howell trying to go between the legs with a bounce on a trick play. He is now 3 for 7 on his trick play attempts on the tour. And extra stress on Kellogg as another man who spent 7 years in minor league baseball steps into the box. Big Skull tries to hold up, can't do it. He goes around on the bender. And the pride of Woodstock, Georgia, now with a 1-1 count as that slider just misses out.
And that's the pitch that we have continued to see Ryan Kellogg just pound Jake Skull with. Going with the breaking ball on that outside corner. He goes a third bender here to Skull, and Danny Hosley tips this one up to himself, and he's got his first trick play on the 2024 World Tour.
Tapped it up to himself, balanced it on the glove. Another look here. That was a doozy. I think Josh was waiting to see if that one ended up in his glove. Hosley said, no, I'll just keep it on top.
From the vantage point here in the booth, I was a little unsure, but Hosley, just as cool, calm, and collected as always, makes it look casual. And, of course, 24 trick plays across the tour last year, most of them, or half of them, I should say, coming at second base. But he's also had some very impressive ones across his career out there in right.
Dalton Cornette, the donut hitter tonight. 2-1 count on him. Interesting pick for a guy who had the best sprint to strikeout ratio on last year's tour. This is his third campaign with the Party Animals. And so far in 13 games in which he's been in the first 4 in the order every single time, he's only struck out twice. Not going to do that here. In fact, he's going to send it out to right for a 2-run home run. No donuts from Duncan right now. A 2 spot for the Animals instead.
Dalton Cornette cranks his second home run of this 2024 tour, and Danny Hosley looked like he might have had a beat on that ball, and eventually just watched that one drift into the crowd, batting off the hands of the fans just on the edge of those bleachers out there in the diamond deck. This is the start that the Party Animals want tonight. Is again, they've lost 8 of their last 10 ball games, and they would love to claim the first point in this game.
Couple replays. And then let's get it down to Drake Toll, our Party Animals correspondent, who's already talking with DC3 as Bryson Bloomer swings it. Drake, what do you got? All right, I guess the entire conversation happened before we even threw it down to him. Just all-time jumping the gun from Mr. Toll. That's okay, he was fired up for Cornette's second homer of the season. And now Bloomer, who had 8 bombs a year ago, bounces that one off of himself, plays a little defense, so it goes foul, even though once he fouled it off his person, it was a foul ball to boot. 2-2 count on the Animals' third baseman, who's hitting .294, tied for his team lead with a .400 on-base percentage. That's going to go down here as D.R. Meadows eyes this one up and grabs it for out number 2, but Cornette grabs his 9th and 10th ribeyes of the tour, 1 away from the season lead. And the Bananas will need 2 runs to tie the inning, 3 runs to win it.
And that's just another case of some Ryan Kellogg bad luck early on in this season. The trick play missed by Gabe Howell against Noah Fisher comes back to haunt him once Cornette comes up.
Yeah, that's a fact. Those are 2 unearned runs on Kellogg as the inning should have just gone 1-2-3. Now we look at the Party Animals defense. From left to right in the outfield, you see Skull Hampton and Tanner Thomas. Third to first in the infield, it's Bloomer, Chase Acuff, Bryson Bloomer, and Jason Swan. The man with the mask is Mr. Cornette, and on the bump in the middle of it all, Brett Helton.
And we've got a pretty close race in terms of the Party Animals team lead in trick play so far this season. Justin Baber and Chase Acuff within 1 of each other, and we saw Baber get a sweet behind the back in midair trick play catch against the Bananas in Houston, Texas. Meanwhile, Chase Acuff did not have any trick plays of his own, but Bryson Bloomer, in just one of his first couple of starts on this World Tour, had the hat trick of trick plays last weekend.
Zooming in on the Party Animals starting pitcher, Brett Helton out of Colorado Springs, spent 3 years as a 2-way man at the University of Utah, then 4 years as a Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer, 4 years in independent ball after that, and now his 10th year as a pro, second as a banana baller.
And he's the perfect guy to get the ball in game one here in Louisiana, not just because he's a fun-loving guy and going to embrace this city and the fans that are in this ballpark, but he continues to get better, especially in the MPI department. Through his first 3 starts of the tour, he did not record an inning under 2 minutes. Meanwhile, in his last start in Jacksonville, Florida, he had 3 innings below 2 minutes, including a 1 minute and 12-second inning, the 4th fastest in banana ball history.
D.R. Meadows at the dish. He's been the best hitter on this young tour as he is fooled on that Brett Helton curveball, part of a 4-pitch mix. Changeup, cutter, and 4-seam fastball to round it out. And he doesn't bite on the same pitch, 0-2. Meadows pacing all hitters with his .435 batting average and .480 OBP.
And of course became the first banana ball player to reach 20 hits as well, as he lines this to the opposite side, but right at Party Animals first baseman Jason Swan, who comes away with the liner.
Good piece of hitting, good defensive positioning for the Animals. Another look at the screamer, great right into the glove of the kid out of Jacksonville, Florida. And now we get a gander at Gabe Howell in the box. He's made a home for himself in the 2-hole. Manning the hot corner for the Nanners. The third baseman heating up in his first World Tour. Third campaign as a Bananas. He was a 2019 and 2020 collegiate Nanner.
This is the 11th start for Gabe Howell in the 2-hole tonight, as this one is chopped over to Dustin Baber, who goes between the legs a couple of times and picks up trick play 21 on this World Tour. But when we look at Gabe Howell and the Bananas in this batting order, Bananas 7-3 this season when batting Gabe Howell second.
That's good. Tyler Gillum and Adam Virant have to be happy with those numbers. Dan Oberst, the designated hitter, will have to reach base if the Bananas have any dreams of tying this first inning. Remember, in banana ball, whenever you win an inning, you get a point. And points are the way you win the ball game. 0-2 misses down and out as Helton drops down. Oberst tied for the tour lead with 11 RBIs, but here just trying to get aboard so that Michael Deeb can come up after him as the inning-tying run. Oberst in his 3rd World Tour, 6th year overall as a Banana. And fighting well here. Shanks that towards the stands. Was it caught? Reggie Liggins says yes. Line drive caught by the fans to claim a point for the Party Animals.
Well, with the awning and the netting in this ballpark, it feels like it's going to be really difficult for fans to catch some foul balls across this series. But Dan Oberst just kind of bloops this one right over that right field wall, right on the line, and the fan comes up with the 12th foul ball caught by a fan this tour.
Let's get it down to our Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll, with Jason Swan.
And a Jason Swan right here is coming up to bat pretty soon. Swanee hit a home run off of Roger Clemens in Minute Maid Park. And when I asked you in that moment what you felt like, you said you blacked out. Now, how do you feel about that?
I'm feeling good. It's like something I can always talk about the rest of my life, and something I'll never forget.
In that moment, I could tell it hadn't set in yet, right? It can't. It's the moment. When did it set in for you?
I think when I got back to the hotel and then actually was eating and everything, and I was like, wow, I really hit a home run for Roger Clemens. And then all the guys coming up to me and just giving me praises and stuff. And that was when it really set in.
If somebody asks you your biggest moment in baseball, banana ball, I mean, what comes up?
That's definitely it right there. Yeah.
Reaction, friends, family, people who haven't reached out to you in 10 years. What was that like?
Just saying, is this you? And then just sends me the clip. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then it's just going around everywhere, and everyone's just reaching out, showing love, and I love it too.
Jason Swan, home run off of a legend in the Hall of Famer Roger Clemens. Just as an electric atmosphere here. Back to you boys in the booth. Party on.
Thank you, Drake and Jason. 1-0 lead in the all-important points department for the Animals. 2 unearned runs against Kellogg in the first, thanks to a trick play miss by his third baseman. And then a 2-run shot by Dalton Cornett with 2 outs. And Tanner Thomas with a clean single back up the middle. The right fielder for the Animals aboard to lead off the second.
And I'm sure Ryan Kellogg had Tanner Thomas circled when he looked at this lineup tonight. Tanner entered tonight 4 for 7 against Kellogg. Now he is 5 for 8 against the lefty on the tour. Tanner's always been good facing guys from that left-handed side, and he also extends what is the longest current active hitting streak in Banana Ball. Tanner now up to 10 games.
Bouncer to the left side, out of the reach of dives from Howell and Cox. Rack will gobble it up and toss it in. Thomas stays put at second base. So a single through the 6 hole for the biggest surprise in Banana Ball on this tour. Chase Acuff, in his second season as a party animal, a 2021 Collegiate Banana, has turned it absolutely on. He came into the game hitting .340. He's tied for the tour lead with 11 runs driven in, and he's pacing all players with 15 runs scored, hitting primarily out of the 7 hole.
And it really feels like it may reach a point where the party animals finally decide to bump Chase Acuff up in this order. We talked about Noah Fisher kind of having a dip in production as of late. Maybe you see Chase Acuff become that right-handed batter who's slotted into that 2 hole very soon for the animals.
Foul ball not caught by the fans. Thankfully, they don't do it to their home state man, Taj Porter, out of Mandeville, Louisiana, down closer to New Orleans, about an hour 15 southeast of us or so here in Baton Rouge. But a guy who called this his college home when he was at Southern University from 2020 through 2022, his final 3 years of college, before he spent time in the United Shore Professional Baseball League last summer. Kellogg knocks this down, loses the ball, only has 1 play. He gets Porter at first, and it'll be 2 men in scoring position with 1 away now. Shout out for the fan who caught that foul ball. Party Animals thrilled about it. It got them the point in the first inning. And now to the 9 hole we go, and Dustin Baber.
And the Party Animals are probably thrilled about Ryan Kellogg having a little bit of a tough time handling that comebacker off the bat of Taj Porter. Kellogg looked like he was ready to go to third base, try and get the lead runner, juggled in extra time, and then in the end just made sure he got the safe out at first base. Now the Party Animals, 2 men in scoring position here in the second.
Call goes Baber's way on the first pitch. Leroy behind the plate called it a strike, but his opinion doesn't matter. Now this one looks like a tailor-made sac fly to right. Hosley has to go back on it. Tanner Thomas runs very well. Throw goes into third on a hop. And the Party Animals push a run across. Productive at bat for Derek Ginger, as the boys will party rock on the dish. Up a point in the ball game. Up a run now in the second.
And that's the right play by Danny Hosley in right field, knowing he really didn't have much of a shot to get Tanner Thomas at third base. Just make sure at that point that he holds Chase Acuff to stay at second base there and not advance and get just 90 feet away from scoring a second run in this inning for the Party Animals, giving them a greater shot at winning this second inning as well.
And now to the man who was just on the mic with us, Jason Swan, another one of the biggest surprises on this tour. This is honestly more statistically what we expected from Swanee last year. He was a terrific banana baller, especially across the last couple months and all tour long with runners in scoring position, just like he's got right here. But here in 2024, he's leading the Party Animals with his .348 batting average out of the bottom of the order.
They love him in this 10 spot at second leadoff. It is feeding the top of this lineup as well. And for Jason Swan, he's batting .500 with runners in scoring position on this tour, and he's finally becoming the banana ball player I think a lot of people thought that he would be. When he came in the summer series, he was batting cleanup as a banana, and it just felt like this guy was different when you watched him play out there on the diamond. 2024 has been his year so far.
He was an everyday man across each of his 5 years at Georgia Southern. A utility player you can really put anywhere, especially when it comes to the infield. Acuff was off on the pitch. EJ gives this a good look and will grab it on the turf in foul ground as Swan throws away his bat in disgust. Party Animals will have to settle for 1 run. Nanners will need 1 in response to tie the inning, 2 to claim their first point of the night, and they will have 4, 5, and 6. Deeb, Hosley, and Jones Jr. due to swing it. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, we welcome in Brett Helton on the mound with a mic on him here in Louisiana. Helton, how you living? How about that 1, 2, 3, bottom of the first? Line out, trick play, and then a line out to a fan.
Yep. We absolutely love the fans, especially when they're on our side. Sometimes they let it drop, but today I think we got a lot of party animals around, so they're helping us out.
Now we are fresh off Banana Ball's Major League Baseball debut. You threw a couple innings in Houston, and now we have our collegiate debut. How different is the energy here in Baton Rouge compared to Houston?
The energy is up, man. It's almost as good as we've ever had. It's funny, it's just like the crowd is so like spread out. You can tell, and you go to different sides and you can feel how different it is over there. You can feel how different it is behind home. It's actually really awesome.
Now, Brett, you guys have also spent a good bit of time. You went from Houston straight to Louisiana. You guys were doing some practice down here, and I saw it all across the social medias of plenty of you guys. The food has looked phenomenal as well.
Oh, it's been so good, and there's been a lot of dudes who never had crawfish like that. They've never had this Southern food, Cajun style, and it's so much fun to like see them experiment with it, and like get to do it with them. It's sweet.
I know a lot of guys loved it, but your catcher did not.
I think he liked it. He might not admit it, but you could see in his eyes he really liked it.
Yeah, he won't tell you that, though.
Exactly.
All right, you've got the meat of this Bananas order. Michael Deeb, Danny Hosley, Eric Jones Jr., 1 run to work with.
Yep, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to fill out the zone, hope they swing the bat. Pretty sure that was a strike, but it's okay.
Yeah, it looked great from up here.
I can throw more, that's fine. Uh-oh. Here we go, down 2-0, I got to get right back at it. Give him a fastball. I'll even tell him it's coming, because I ain't scared. There we go, all right. When you're down like that, just got to fill it up. I'm not going to give up a walk, so I don't really mind that line drive right there. At least it's in play.
No, not at all. You set up the double play.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Deeb, a former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer. He's pinch run for by Malachi Mitchell, his fellow 4th World Tour man. And now you have Danny Hosley in the box.
Yep, I got to be aware of this little guy over here because he likes to run. There we go. A little bit off balance. That was my weak fastball.
Had some good fun with Flash last night.
Oh yeah, we sang karaoke. We had a blast. He's really fun to just like always have a good time with.
Now, Brett, I heard that you weren't just tearing it up with Malachi Mitchell last night. I heard you were out with your mother as well. Were you not?
Yep, my mother was there. We had a great time. When she comes to see me, it's always a riot because she loves hanging out with the boys and she likes being out. And then somebody in the box was there too. I'm pretty sure cutting the rug and dancing and singing as well, which was pretty awesome. Who was that?
That would be me.
Hey, that was you. Come on, baby. Get him, make a play, make a play, make a play. Beautiful. Here's a quick one.
And our guy Swanee, another important part of the party as well. Good scoop by him on that pickoff of Flash.
Yeah, that was nice. I didn't want that to go bouncing away at all. All right, EJ. He's really feeling the oppo side, so I'm just going to facilitate him heaters here and see if he can. Here we go. Give it to me. Ooh.
Good spot.
It's all right. I can still use that. Yep, we're going right back to it. Oh, not opposite side on that swing.
No, he was a bit early.
Should I slow him down even more? I'm going to slow him down even more.
Change up?
No, yep, change up for sure. Here we go. Hey, there we go. Come on, make a catch. Yeah, baby. Put the ball in play, let Reese work. That's what we like.
Didn't have to move an inch.
No, that was really good. Pretty good wood, though. They're swinging nice right now, but I guess we'll just be all right. Here comes Rack, baby.
All right, now we wanted to do it with 2 strikes. I think you can get 2 strikes on Rack, though, and then we're going to have something special for you.
I think I can, too. Oh! If I threw that hard, I kind of babied it, but it was like, if I got the...
Get back to the bag! Oh, no!
That was my fault. I messed that one up.
I see what you were doing. Flash will...
I got greedy. I could have had him both times if I just threw him hard. I didn't throw either one of them hard. I was just kind of like toying with him, but now I feel like I should have.
Easy to be a Monday morning quarterback.
Exactly. Here we go. Change up first. I hope he's going to be aggressive and not sitting it. That'd be really cool. Fight! Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Brett.
We got a guy, and we win. Here we go. He was aggressive, but it was all good.
Hey, we never got to 2 strikes, but let's just say a little later on in the night, next time you get to 2 strikes, let's do a little boogie, huh?
Yeah, I can do that. You know, it'll be kind of fun without the headphones in. I can really hear the music and get after it.
All right, perfect. Congratulations on another point earned.
Thank you, boys. I love talking to y'all the whole time.
Likewise. There goes Brett Helton, an absolute star. We were planning on making him dance if he got to a 2-strike count. That's the thing with Banana Ball, is you never know what's going to happen. We never got there, but the Animals are up 2-0, and Maceo Harrison and his boys will boogie us to the 3rd. To the top of the third inning we go. Party Animals with a 2-0 win of the first, 1-0 win in the second. They lead 2 points to zilch and have had 10 men come to the plate. So to the top of the order we go to kick off the third. Hampton, Fisher, and Skoll due to swing it. Kellogg out for his third inning of work. A 1-0 count. Reese flew out to right center his first time, robbed of extra bases on a nice diving catch from Danny Hosley. And a quick 3-0 count here. That one just catches the outside corner. Reese was already thinking about getting 2 bases on the sprint.
It was a Vincent Chapman call that I think surprised everybody there, as we saw all 3 Bananas outfielders taking that first step towards second base to crash in for that sprint defense. But now Ryan Kellogg, working with that call from Vince, has evened it back up to a full count and will miss low to Hampton, who is off to the races, gunning for 2 bases on this sprint defense, and takes a hard turn halfway on the way to second base.
Just about as fast as you're legally allowed to make a human being. That's why we call him Reese Lightning. And I think that was a wise decision, slamming the brakes with nobody out to lead off the inning and not taking any chances. He could steal second with less of a risk than it would have been to try and grab 2 bases. Remember, on a sprint, all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it is live. Manners with superb sprint defense, and Kellogg now behind another dangerous hitter. Fisher ahead 2-0. He reached on a trick play missed by Gabe Howell at third his first time, and came around to score on the Cornette ding-dong. This one deep out to right, and Hosley will grab it for the first out.
And this feels like a little bit of an uncharacteristic start from Ryan Kellogg. He hasn't given up any sprints. We touched on how he's a guy who pounds the zone, but he's also not getting ahead in counts to these Party Animals hitters, and I think that's affected him in a negative way through the first 2 innings of play tonight.
Well, he has given up 1 sprint. Reese Hampton is on first base.
Correct.
But before that, he had not.
Come on, Tuletsky. Lock in.
Before this inning, Ryan Kellogg had not given up any sprints. Now Jake Skoll at the dish. And how about this? Another 2-0 count. All 3 batters this inning. A hit, 2 balls, and no strikes. Make it 3-0. Just like Hampton on first had it. Jake flew out into a trick play by Hosley and right in the first inning. There goes Reese towards second. Pitches a ball. Hampton slides in, and this is a mess. Meadows in center is the first guy to field it. Hampton doesn't know it was a sprint, and he's a little roughed up anyway, so he's going to stay at second base. If he had been alerted that the pitch was ball 4, he could have scored pretty easily on that. Instead, he only gets 1 base, and Skoll, with the ball going straight to center field instead of the shortstop off the rip, he could have easily had 2 bases. He's at first. That was bizarre.
Yeah, it's a lucky break for the Bananas, a little bit unfortunate for the Party Animals. Jake Skoll, that's now his 7th ball 4 sprint on the season. Most of them, he's made it up to second base on the ball 4 sprints. And here, Dalton Cornette goes first pitch swinging against Kellogg. Pops this one into foul territory by that third base line. Gabe Howell range over and come up with the second out. Kellogg now closer to getting out of trouble here.
After smoking the 2-run homer that won the first inning, Cornette retired on just 1 pitch. The big curveball misses a frame down and in. Kellogg, pretty uncharacteristically demonstrative on the mound. His mannerisms screaming that he has hated Vincent Chapman's zone so far tonight. That one was right down Broadway, so it was an easy call to make. And Kellogg ahead of Bloomer, who flew out to center his first time.
Kellogg's a location pitcher. He's always trying to paint the corners here, so when he's not getting the calls, it's a little bit understandable that he's vocal out there.
This one out to left, but off the end of the bat. Rack went back first. Now he makes the adjustment, grabs it on the run in. And Kellogg strands a pair. Puts up a blank for the first time tonight. And the Nanners will just need 1 run to cut the Party Animals lead in points in half. Let's get it down to Jesse Cole for the first ever Sugar Daddy race.
So we have Mark and we have Justin and we have Jeff and we have Jeff, and they are teams of two. Their wives are out around the bases. These gentlemen are going to have to run to first, run to third, butter themselves up. Then their wives are going to throw sugar all over them, powdered sugar. Then they're going to chest bump at second, make their way home to see who the ultimate sugar daddy is. And whoever loses has to use a beignet and rub it off the loser's chest and eat it. Yep, sugar daddies are weird here tonight in Baton Rouge. Gentlemen, t-shirts off. All right, Mark and Jeff and Justin. Gentlemen, on your marks, get set, go. They're buttering themselves up. Butter, butter, butter. Get it all over you. Keep spraying. And gentlemen, go. Here we go. All right, they're off to first. They got to get the sugar on each other. Get that powdered sugar all over them. Now to second. They're in an even tie. Chest bump. This is getting weird. And here they come. Look at Mark and Justin run. Here they come. Who's going to make it first? Chest bump. Who's going to make it? Right here is our winners. Bring forth the beignets. Here we go. And you guys need to rub it off each other. No, rub it off each other right here. Here we go. Yes, oh. There you have it. Fans, let's hear it for our sugar daddies. And
I hope you're cheering for the sugar daddies at home as well. That was a tough one. We welcome in, for the second straight inning, Brett Helton on the mic.
Boys, that was a sight to see right there. That's some good, clean family fun.
You feeling hungry, Brett?
Yeah, that looked delicious, I'm not going to lie.
No doubt about that. Well, we wanted you to dance, and we get our A and B TV. We'll wait until we get 2 strikes on a hitter, but son of a gun, when we say dance, you're going to dance, Brett.
Oh, I'm okay with that. You're going to tell me to dance twice, I'll do it.
Okay, sweet. You got the bottom of the order, Leroy, Olson, and Cox.
Okay. All the boys that have been roughing me up lately, so I better nut up here and get these boys out.
Yeah, and no runs to play with this inning after 2 in the first and 1 in the second.
Yep, definitely get ahead right here. Mix it up is real important.
Now you're just trying to hold serve. You've got the 7-year banana to kick it off. Guy who doesn't strike out a lot, so I'm sure you're just going to fill up the zone.
Yep, got to. Here we go. There's a 1. Am I going to get 2 strikes on him right here?
Come on, buddy.
Let's
Come on,
see.
Brett.
Well, I mean, he's jumping, so I'm definitely going to slow this one down. Change up right here. There we go, baby. Let's go.
Oh, no.
See, I feel like I knew better than to do that, but he probably read me like a book. You know, that's okay. At least I don't have Flash now. I can worry about him a little bit. Maybe a double play's in order now.
Correct. Malachi pinch ran, and he can only pinch run 1 time every time through the order. Now we go to the 9-hole. And how about this for Jackson Olsen? I'm Just Ken, playing here in Alec Box Stadium.
You know, he actually sang this song.
Jackson sang this song?
He's singing right now.
Oh, he's singing live. Yeah, he's got a beautiful voice. Talk about demonstrative. Can really feel the emotion coming through our screen here.
I hope he keeps those shades on while he swings.
That would be nice. Going down his entire team. This is a song that Jackson really relates to.
He's been taking the first pitch after big entrances lately, so I might just throw a heater right down the middle and really hope he doesn't swing.
I think that's a great idea.
Let's see if he takes it again. I think he's going to be all jacked up.
Big finish, Jackson. See you on the Malibu beach. He had no helmet or bat, so D.R. Meadows delivers his accessories. And now we're ready to play.
Here we go.
He did take it.
He just snapped back into reality there. I think he was frozen for an entire 5 seconds there.
Brett Houghton, dance for us, my friend.
I can do that. Play that thing, baby.
Yep. Oh, there's that funky boogie. Oh, those are some magical legs you've got. This is what had KOK on fire last night. And the pitch. How did he hit that?
No! He wasn't distracted at all.
That was a great piece of hitting.
I can't tell if the crowd is more excited for Jackson Olsen getting that hit or if they're applauding your dance moves there, Brett.
I don't know. I love this Louisiana down here, and they know how to dance, so I can dance like that all day long. My thighs get on fire, though. They start burning.
Yeah, you were drenched in sweat, deservedly so last night after lighting the dance floor ablaze.
Boots, jeans, everything. I was sweating. There we go. Give it to me.
Oh, that's a good pitch.
I don't like that. He's been slapping. So I'm going heat all this at bat because he's really been messing me up on singles, just opposite side. So I don't want to let that happen anymore.
Yeah, and now we've got to get serious because the inning-winning run is on second base.
I know, dude. Come on.
We're trying to have fun.
There we go. There's that slap swing. I don't want that anymore. I'm going to go heat again because he doesn't look like he likes it, but he's going to throw the bat out there. I want to go heat down because heat up is easy to get the hands to. I'm going to go, there we go, heat down. Knees. 2 down. Tried though.
I like the idea.
I'm going to do it again because I don't like the way he's been swinging. Uh-oh, that wasn't down. Come on, baby, help me out. Teasing me.
I like your approach here to Coxie.
Me too. I'm just going to keep serving it up. I don't want a slow bat to help him here. There we go. Shake, change up right to heat. Here we go. No. I blew it.
Well, that was just 3 great pieces of hitting.
That's all me.
The good news, Brett, you're still up by a point.
Yep.
Thank you so much for giving us a bonus inning and a beautiful dance.
Of course. Anytime you guys want, baby.
Good luck the rest of the night, Mr. Helton.
Thanks, boys.
Have fun, Brett.
You betcha.
There goes Brett Helton as Bill Leroy, Jackson Olsen, and Ryan Cox go single, 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 and notch the Nanners their first point of the night.
And it's the 6th opposite field hit of the season for Ryan Cox. We saw Bryson Bloomer shaded towards the third base line. Didn't even face Coxie one bit. Perfectly placed in that left center gap. And the Bananas get the walk-off. Cox is 5th on the tour. He's been terrific with runners in scoring position as well.
Another amazing guy to have in the 10-hole. He's tied for 2nd on the season in walk-offs with those 5-inning enders. And after 3 innings on the bump for Ryan Kellogg, Andy Archer, man out of Marietta, Georgia, will take over. He has been unbelievably impressive in his first ever Banana Ball tour.
Well, the first savage out of the pen for the Bananas tonight is going to be the 6'5" righty Andy Archer, who has planted 7 arrows beside the mound in 8 innings pitched. He puts an arrow on the mound every time he collects a strikeout, and he struck out 20% of the total batters he's faced this season. 3 of his 8 innings, by the way, have been thrown below 3 minutes. Very encouraging sign early on into this Banana Ball career.
And with Archer on the mound, we have a mic on Eric Jones Jr. at first base. EJ, how you living?
How you guys doing up there?
Oh, it is beautiful. Not too hot up here. It's a little stuffy tonight in Baton Rouge.
It is swampy down here. But it's fun.
Yeah, we're not complaining, that's for sure. So our big request during this mic'd up half inning, if we have a ground ball to any of your pals in the infield, do you think you could give us a behind-the-back trick play at first?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going for it. I'm always looking for the opportunity now. I'm trying to rip it every time I can, but we get something anywhere around the belt, chest, anywhere, decent throw, we're going for it.
EJ, you're already up to 5 trick plays on the tour, and it's still early, but do you have a target number of trick plays you want to reach this season?
A lot of them.
Yeah, that'll play.
I'm thinking every chance I get, really. I mean, with the pitcher getting over, now like last year, I didn't even know I could just go between my legs and step on the base, and that would be a trick play. So I think the sky's the roof, right?
That's exactly what
Mr. Jordan.
Correct. That's what MJ said. It's going to be 6, 7, 8 for the Animals here. Thomas, Acuff, and Porter against a tough guy on the mound. Archer, 4-seam, 2-seam, and cut fastballs. And then a split changeup. It's a really funky 4-pitch arsenal. Have you gotten to catch him a decent amount in the pen or on the field?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun working with him. I've got to catch him twice now. I think the last time I caught him, we had a straight changeup inning. 11 pitches, all changeups. Party animals were mad. I said, hey, you got to make an adjustment, man. Come on now. It's not on me.
2-seamer just misses there. Count 2-2 on Thomas, who singled and scored the inning-winning run in the second.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! That is a brutal call against Tanner Thomas.
Oh, a little selfie.
Andy Archer will celebrate with a selfie. Bill Leroy and Vincent Chapman, who gave him a generous call, and here comes our first arrow into the ground.
Plant it.
Here in Baton Rouge.
Come on, plant that thing, Arch.
Nope, no arrow.
Oh.
He'll get there.
He's surfing. Chase Acuff's walk-up is so contagious, Andy forgot his entire bit.
It has been my favorite addition this year. You can't not do the dance when it comes on.
No, it's
I'm
unbelievable.
I'm gonna plant his arrow. Arch! After. Plant your arrow.
There he is.
After. Gotta let Vince do his thing.
Well, naturally, he dusts off home plate, and now he does what he does for the 300 straight sold-out crowd at the Bananas or Party Animals game. Now, while we have a moment with Vince firing the good people in the Pelican State up, I mean, talking about absolutely crazy. EJ, a couple years in minor league baseball, some time in the Atlantic League. Then you are the Seattle Mariners bullpen catcher in their magical 2022 season that saw them take down the Blue Jays in the wild card round and face the Astros, took them to 5 games in the divisional round. That meant
I
3
can't hear
of
you
them.
anymore.
Oh, you lost me. Well, I'm waxing
Sounded
poetic.
like you were setting me up for something.
I am setting you up for something. Oh, now we're just completely gone.
Also, Archer did not plant his arrow.
Yeah, you did your best.
I got nothing.
Well, this is what I get for...
I'm having flashbacks to Kansas City.
Yeah, this is the...
Oh, there you are.
Hey, we're back.
What's up? The laugh came through.
Sprint defense, laughter is always the cure. I was long-winded. Really, I was just trying to get to... You spent 3 years in the divisional round as the bullpen catcher for the Mariners in Minute Maid, and then in your first ever at-bat in a banana ball game, you go yard. How insane was that?
It was awesome. It's one of those things that you envision happening, and you try to do everything you can to prepare the best you can to make sure you're ready for that situation. And having been on big league field, having done that for a whole season, I knew what the atmosphere was going to feel like. I knew what the adrenaline was going to feel like, and I knew that was going to carry me, and it was just a truly special day, and I just couldn't be more thankful to the Bananas organization, to the Coles, to my family for letting a situation like that happen, and that's something I'll remember forever.
Speaking of a special situation, the home state kid, Taj Porter, with a very Louisiana walk up to the dish.
This feels right.
Beads are flying. A good amount of them end up around his neck. A lot of them end up on the field.
Chase, what do you think of your walk-up this year? It's quite the fan favorite.
Dude, I love it. I'm glad the fans get into it. I'm really glad my dugout gets into it. Yeah. It's good stuff. Hey, that was my first Baltimore sprint of the year.
Congrats, bro. Let's go. Come on now. You gonna steal second? You gonna steal second?
They give me $1.
He said, I'll give you $1 if you steal second.
I'll double it.
Vico's got 2.
I'll triple it.
So $3 total. I got the bag like that. I ain't worried.
Chad Reese is in on it. Make it $4.
1-1. Oh, look, quick pitch. Beautiful stuff from Archie. Been trying to get him to hold some runners. I bet if he does steal, Bill throws him out.
Oh! Chase.
What happened, Bill?
We owe him $4.
Bill!
Man.
He did.
That's
Wasn't even
okay.
a good job.
No throw from Bill Leroy.
$4. Did Josh have $1 in there too?
Yep, he did. One from EJ, one from Josh, one from Biko, one from Chad.
Of course, he gives the money Manziel too. That is great stuff. Talking about money, last year, Coach Viro said he would give me $20 if I pulled a trick play off. Pulled a trick play off next inning, my wallet is dry.
Wow. You're shying
That's it.
Alexander Hamilton. No, that's a $10 bill. Andrew Jackson, $20.
Ooh.
Little Hunger Games celebration. Did you know this was happening, EJ?
The Hunger Games celebration?
Yeah.
I got in on it, but we still only got one arrow planted, and I feel like he should have 2 down by now, right?
I don't know what Andy's doing.
Yeah, this math isn't mathing for me.
Dustin Baber now.
All right, I'm thinking we get ground ball to Cox behind the back plate right here. Boom.
Oh, I felt it. I felt it in my bones.
It is coming. 'Tis inevitable. Change up. Out in front. Ryan Cox to Eric Jones. Double trick play. Called it right here.
Baber nearly got hit.
If I just keep saying it, it'll work for the clip. So.
Correct. Manifestation.
Change up. Out in front. Ryan Cox, Eric Jones, double trick play.
This, I think third time's a charm. This is how we make micro content, folks.
Yes. Content game. On the up.
What do you
Eric
think?
Jones Jr. _ follow it.
What do you think's going to happen on this pitch, EJ?
I couldn't hear that when it went out.
Oh!
Planet!
3 strikeouts for
Give me
Andy
another one.
Archer. No chances for trick plays, EJ, but it was a blast getting to chat with you.
Oh, he's got a bunch of arrows. Hey, great chatting with you too. Let's get a banana stub right here.
Hey, good luck rest of the night, buddy.
Thank you, EJ.
There goes the Charlotte Kid. As Andy Archer throws up a 0, 3 strikeouts. With the sprint mixed in, Strand Zacuff on second base. And it's hey baby time here in the Red Stick. Over 11,000 fans on hand here in Baton Rouge. Our 6th stop of 29 on this magical tour. Tonight in the shadow of Tiger Stadium, Death Valley. Over 100,000 fans that can jam into that iconic football stadium. Banana Ball makes its college debut. Nowhere better to do it than in front of one of the best fan bases in the sport here at LSU.
All right, keep it clapping as we're shuffling the side. Go.
My favorite nickname for Baton Rouge, the Big Raggedy.
Now, did you read up on how that nickname came to be by any chance?
No.
I thought I was in for a history lesson here.
Nope. Look it up yourself, folks.
Thanks, Biko. This is not one of those the more you know moments.
Right. Well, the Red Stick. Do you know why it is called the Red Stick?
I do not.
Baton Rouge, Red Stick in French.
Wow.
Yes.
See, I did not take French. That's the language of love, correct?
You guys are amazing. Give yourselves
Makes sense.
a round of applause.
Makes sense how you missed that one, huh?
Right. Everybody knows that I did not excel in those classes.
I didn't take French, but I have figured it out nonetheless. We'll see. We'll see. We got top of the order for the Nanners here in the bottom of the 4th. The Doctor, Howell, and Dan the Man Oberst are due to swing the stick. We are lined out to first, his first time. Brett Helton out for his 4th inning on the bump. Credited with 2 so far tonight. He earned points in the 1st and the 2nd for the Animals, but then 3 straight singles in the bottom of the 3rd without getting it out. means he has pitched through third innings, but only credit for 2. The intricacies of scoring a banana ball game is Maceo Harrison does what he does best. Boogieing over at first base, DR Meadows does what he does best. Runs very quickly. 90-foot sprint down the first baseline. And he is the first banana baller in 2024 to have multiple steals at first base.
DR Meadows now extends what is a 14-game on-base streak to start this 2024 World Tour. And again, he is the true smart look of this team offensively. They go as he goes. This is why they love batting him at the top of the order, and they're benefiting here in the top of the 4th by having him leading off this frame.
He's now 5 for 7 on the season in stolen base attempts. 14-game on-base streak. That is all of the games, in case anybody was wondering. Howell puts a charge into this to center, but Hampton tracks it down. Good lumber, nothing to show for it. Gabe 0 for 2 on the night. And we'll pass the baton to Dan Oberst, who lined out to a fan in foul territory down the first base side his first time.
Yeah, and you can see Dan a little upset about just the unfortunate luck that he ran into. For the most part, this 2024 tour has been so good to Dan. He's working on 5 straight games with a walk-off for the Bananas. He's got 9 total this season, 1 across every series, and 3 of his last 4 hits have gone for extra bases, 2 doubles and a home run for Dan.
Gulf South Conference Player of the Year in his 5th and final collegiate season. His 3rd at University of West Georgia. That was the spring of 2021. Before he won a Coastal Plain League championship for the Nanners in his 3rd collegiate campaign. Ends up getting one in on the hands, and Jason Swan in foul territory has out number 2. Good job by Helton, not letting Dan extend the arms there.
Well, DR Meadows had 39 stolen bases for the Bananas last year, and you thought with the count at 3-1, he might take off, try and get in the scoring position, as he does right here, as that's a high throw from Dalton Cornett, and a great move by Chase Acup, keeping the tag on DR Meadows as if he had the banana ball. DR gets the stolen base, but it was a good play for him not to do it on that last pitch, knowing that Brett Helton's a guy who just tries to throw strikes and pound the zone.
They're going to call obstruction on Chase Acup. That is a fascinating decision. In his first ever banana ball game as an umpire, Brandon Castile, third base ump, makes a big call. Now a wild pitch or pass ball could score Meadows. So can that. That would have gotten him in from second, though, as well. Michael Vitamin Deeb, the extra hitter, 2 for 2 on the night. He wins the 4th inning for the Nanners, and we are locked at 2 points apiece.
And now Deeb has walk-offs in each of his last 2 games for the Bananas, and he has been such a boost in the heart of this Bananas order, especially being the first left-handed batter to bat in this spot. It's a great guy to complement 3 straight right-handed batters that precede him at the top of this order.
Another look at the obstruction call here, then we'll get it down to Emily Cole for our Bananas Foster family of the night. That makes 0 sense. Just didn't even touch him.
There are over 4
Doesn't matter. Here's Emily Cole.
Children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To create awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already making a difference in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Law family. Amanda and William have been licensed in Louisiana for over 14 years. In addition to being a foster mom, Amanda is also a CASA volunteer, advocating for children and teens and their cases. In total, this family has welcomed over 30 children into their home. Fans, please help us celebrate this amazing family for making a difference right here in the foster care community in Louisiana.
always one of the coolest moments in Banana Ball when we get the big group hug with our superheroes from the Foster family community at the middle of it. The Law family, Amanda and William, in the center of it all tonight. You heard Emily say it. It bears repeating, though. Over 14 years, over 30 children have been welcomed into their home. That is simply what it is all about. You know what it's also all about? Andy Archer signed to a temporary contract through April. He has been nothing but stupendous on this young tour and a true mensch on and off the field as well. He has been extended throughout the entirety of the 2024 tour, and there is a very cool video on his Instagram and TikTok where you can see the emotional scene right after the coaches told him the good news.
Found out about this right before the Bananas and Party Animals left for Houston, Texas. You could see the whole team mob him in the Bananas clubhouse. And Archer, obviously emotional, has loved his time in Bananaland and thought that he was going to give up pitching until he felt compelled yet again to get out there on the mound and see what he could do at the professional level. Was the last guy added on a Banana Ball roster between the Bananas and Party Animals and has been sensational both on the field and at creating very special moments with fans each and every game. He's as fans first as it gets out there.
I challenge anybody who meets Andy Archer to find a nicer human being on this planet. One of my college professors, Keith Copeland, is certainly up there. I would struggle with the two of them in a room to figure out who wins that battle. We'll see that happen if we ever get back up to the Salt City, old Syracuse, New York. It is Arch Data on Instagram and Twitter. That is Arch DADDEH 24. Arch Data 24 on the TikTok and the Instagram.
That's what I'm talking about, old son.
Ryan Cox deep in the hole. What a play! Takes a hit away from Jason Swan. Heck of a way to start the top of the fifth for the last airbender of Bananaland. Unbelievable stuff from the glove magician. Using all four elements to make that play. Our very own Avatar, manning one of the most important positions on the diamond, gets a big out for Archer as the Party Animals order turns on its head. Here's Reese Hampton. Third trip to the dish tonight, second from the left-handed batter's box. Check that. First from the left-handed batter's box. His first two plate appearances were against the lefty Ryan Kellogg. Fly out and a sprint, and spoils that 1-2 offering. Wow. Just misses inside, Vincent Chapman says. Certainly had the knees, and that one just misses down and out. Full count now. What a battle between Archer and Hampton.
You're about to see a ninth pitch in this at-bat between Reese Hampton and Andy Archer. This is what makes Reese so difficult, and the reason that he's leading with 8 sprints on the season, the fact that he's just able to battle here, and on that ninth pitch, just doesn't do too much, pokes it over Ryan Cox's head over at that shortstop position, and is able to get his first hit tonight.
One more sprint than his partner in crime, Jake Skoll, for the tour lead, who waits on deck. Now Noah Fisher at the dish. He's reached on a trick play, missed, and flown out to right tonight. Scored one of the 2 Party Animals runs in the first. Archer's a tough matchup for righties and lefties alike. Reese was darting towards second, so Archer hops off the mound. Now he'll quick pitch. And a soft tapper. Howell jumps in front of Cox. Gets the lead runner at second. No chance to grab Fisher, who runs well. That's a big second out for the Nanners.
Good patience by Gabe Howell. Didn't try and charge that ball too hard to get to it. trusted it coming to him and that he still had the time to get the speedy Reese Hampton for the force out here. And now he will shift across the diamond as the Bananas form this Skull shift against the pull-heavy Jake Skull now into the box.
Flew out into a trick play to Danny Hosley his first time, then grabbed his 7th sprint of the season, just misses this one. Hits it a mile high, Hosley underneath it, and Archer with 2 scoreless innings of relief, stranding a base runner each time. We are tied at 2 points apiece. The Bananas just need 1 run in the bottom of the 5th inning to take their first lead in the all-important points category of the evening. Let's get it down to the young professor for Mr. Olympia competition.
Poses are the best. Our first contestant, what is your name?
Ryan Dare.
All right, Ryan, let's see what you got. Show it to him. Oh, he is 16 years old. Baseball player from right here in Louisiana. He's been training for this his whole life. That's Ryan. And your name?
Zach.
All right, Zach, let's see what you got. 35 years young is Zach. Oh, he's been working out. That's those dad muscles. And, sir, what is your name?
Pete Kelly.
Pete, how old are you?
63.
All right, Pete, let's see what you got. All right, fans, time to vote. How'd you feel about Ryan? How about Zach? What about Pete? Mr. Banana Olympia, Pete!
Thrilling Mr. Olympia competition, as it always is. Brett Hilton out for his 5th inning of work. It's going to be 5, 6, 7 for the Bananas. Danny Hosley, Eric Jones Jr., and Robert Anthony Cruz. As that one in on the hands of Haas. And on the run, making a basket catch, Tanner Thomas. 1 pitch, 1 out.
You had to run quite the distance to go and get that one off the bat of Danny Hosley. You thought it might fall in fair for a leadoff single, but Thomas with terrific speed and, of course, a pretty natural corner outfielder. He spent a lot of time in left field. Now comes up with a pretty good running snag here in right.
Here's EJ, who just like Hosley before him, his first time flew out to Hampton in center. Jones, a Seattle Mariners and Minnesota Twins minor leaguer. He spent some time in the Atlantic League. We chatted with him on the mic a couple innings ago as he fouls that one off. Boy, that was close to the line as it evaded Jason Swan. It'll be a 1-2 count on EJ. He was a bullpen catcher for the Mariners in 2022. Living the MLB life, having a blast, but still had that competitive fire in him. He's a standout ball player at Davidson throughout his collegiate career. And now in his 3rd tour in Banana Ball, Chase Acuff! What a doozy of a trick play! With his Tookus to home plate, grabs it between the legs and fires it to first in time.
The best trick play we've seen in tonight's contest from Chase Acuff. That's how he reaches 20 on this 2024 tour. Back turn to EJ and gets it under the legs for a beautiful play.
Pretty preposterous stuff from the St. Pete kid. Say that 5 times fast. Rack with a line drive base hit. Struck the ball well his first time. It just went straight to Thomas in right. So the inning-winning run aboard with 2 down. And Bill Leroy, who led off the 3rd with a line drive base knock, will try and keep the 2-out rally going. Bill, the king of Dublin, Georgia, in his 7th campaign as a Banana. Longest tenured man alongside Cowboy Kyle Lewicks, who we will have in the booth in just a half inning's time. And Bill plunked on the first offering from Helton. And will handstand. He's going the wrong way. Bill, first base is that way. Okay. I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed it.
Now, do you think he can do that behind the plate catching for Andy Archer next inning is the real question.
Yes. Never doubt Bill. The most creative catcher in the world. Pushes Rack up to second. Now Jackson Olsen. Looped a base hit into right center his first time. Excellent piece of two-strike hitting. Man out of New Milford, Connecticut. In his second World Tour, shanks that foul. He's behind 1-2. Jackson spent 4 years at the University of Hartford, finished up at Stetson University. Another foul ball, chance for the fans here. They do not catch it. We'll have another 1-2 with 2 men aboard and 2 outs. Another foul ball.
Jackson's never been the most patient batter at the plate, but he's a guy who knows how to battle against pitchers, and it helps when he knows that Brett Helton's going to fill up the zone here. But Helton goes to the bender in the dirt to Jackson Olsen, who comes up empty, and the Party Animals are able to keep the Bananas off the board here in the 5th. As Helton pulls out another dance to celebrate that strikeout. Look at him and Dalton Cornett.
His first K of the night came at the perfect time. Beautiful dancing duet between the 2 battery mates. A big kiss for the cherry on top. And let's get it to our Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll.
Gosh, Biko, I am here with Dominic and Remy. Guys, who's your favorite Banana Ball team? I got a couple of Louisianimals right here. Dominic, why are the Party Animals your favorite team?
Party Animals are just better! Yeah!
What should we do with all the Bananas fans in this section?
Kick them out!
Guys, the best. Dominic and Remy were a part of the VIB today, and when the gates opened, Dominic was first, and he sprinted straight to the Party Animals table. The coolest thing that I've seen on tour so far for these guys. Now, Remy, why are you a Party Animals fan?
The trip is insane, and they're just way better than Banana!
The grip is insane, guys. I guess that's what the kids are saying nowadays. We got a couple of Party Animals fans and Party Animals all over this section. Uncle Jeremy brought him, saying he's from Louisiana. It's all party all the time. Back to you boys in the booth and party on.
Thank you very much, Drake Toll. Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, what do you think about that?
Guys are winning down there. I mean, they were blowing my eardrums out over here, but I just got to say, you know, my heart is so full to be back up in the booth with you guys. And my tummy is even more full of delicious crawfish since we have entered the state of Louisiana.
Kyle, when I arrived here yesterday and I got to see you,
quick hug for the people. Oops, sorry, wrap it up. Yeah, there it is.
Kyle, when I arrived here, got to see you,
Yeah.
you told me, point blank, very first thing,
you've been eating good.
Yeah, I mean, this has definitely been one of the cooler stops, if not the coolest stop that we've had in 2024.
And you had,
boy, are we eating good.
You had one of the top 3 meals of your life, correct?
I mean, we ventured over to Solo. Rack's going to retire DC3 over there in left field. Yeah, we ventured over to Solo, had a little team dinner. That was phenomenal. It was buffet-style food, but God, it was probably the pinnacle of my culinary experiences I've had in 25 years. And then, I mean, we had Taj's buddy over at practice pick us up some crawfish, which was just phenomenal. And, yeah, I'm packing on the pounds here in Louisiana.
Nice piece of hitting there from Bryson Bloomer after a pair of flyouts to start his ball game. He is now 1 for 3. Aboard with 1 out, and Tanner Thomas, a single, a run scored, and a dubious strikeout looking. That would be because...
What was that word?
Dubious. I don't know if it was used correctly.
I've never heard that word before, but I'll let it slide.
It's kind of like icky.
Felt good to me.
Yeah.
It made me feel kind of icky.
I didn't think Tanner Thomas should have been struck out looking.
Dubious. Not to be relied upon. Suspect.
Yeah, suspect is perfect.
Yeah.
I did use it right.
Yeah, that was phenomenal by you.
Sometimes you just fire from the hip, and you get lucky.
Thank you, Merriam-Webster.
Sword.
No free ads.
Nice little back pick from Bill there. And I've got to say, Kellogg, had a little bit of a rough start, as, we've seen since he's been here, honestly.
Yes.
That one just fouled down the first baseline. And Andy's really picked up the pace and the pace of the game and picked up the slack of Kellogg and throwing, 2 scoreless going into his third inning of hopefully a scoreless inning.
Big 2-2 pitch coming here with Bloomer leading off first as Archer shakes his hips on the bump and it's a fly ball headed towards foul territory. Rack racing over, runs out of room. Autumn Rain in the YouTube chat says you need to try a gator sausage sandwich, Kyle.
I'll try anything at this point. If
Likewise.
It's coming from somebody that cooks it in the state of Louisiana. I'll try. We had these shrimp corn dog things at dinner, and they were the size of a normal corn dog. I don't know where they're breeding these shrimp, but they were phenomenal.
Full count now on Tanner Thomas. Chris Salika requesting a Biko pie in the face because it is Pie Day.
Oh, that is correct.
3:14 as Tanner Thomas takes off, and we'll get another payoff.
To all those that observe.
What's your favorite kind of pie, Kyle?
Pretty easy, apple pie. I'm a classic kind of guy. I don't like to mess around with the cherry. I kind of stray away from pumpkin during Thanksgiving time. Give me a slab of apple pie with a dollop of vanilla ice cream on top of it. I'd be a happy camper. What about you guys?
Apple pie, my favorite
pie?
as well.
Nice. Bloomer's going to take off again. Tanner throws his bat in disgust. And DR backflips. Take it away, Josh.
DR Meadows, an incredible backflip. I just can't believe Kyle Lewis doesn't even get excited anymore when DR gets trick play number 11. That one was a doozy.
That one, 11's pacing all outfielders, right, on either side?
Bet your bottom dollar.
Got to be. And that was a little bit of a tricky one there. It had more loft on one than I've seen him pull off a backflip in a while. But, the guy continues to amaze me no matter how many times I see it. It still just defies anything that I was taught growing up. My mom probably would have got mad if I tried to do that playing wiffle ball. But he's playing professional baseball and doing it, so it's pretty cool.
DR is on pace currently for 64 trick plays for the Bananas.
Unheard of for an outfielder.
Correct, the current record, 42 in a season by DR Meadows.
Yeah, there you go. He's had a couple outfield assists in this early 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, too, which is pretty cool. I think that it's not something that he's really worked on in the offseason. I think he's always really had a strong arm, but kind of putting himself in spots to throw people out has been cool to see.
4 straight bad ones. Sprint here. Ryan Cox with a behind-the-back flip in the middle of the sprint defense. Remember, when 4 balls are fired in Banana Ball, all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it is live. Acuff only gets 1 base on it. Bloomer has been pinch run for by the Animals designated runner. Jordan Hussein grabs 2 bases. He goes first to third. And runners on the corners with 2 outs for the home state kid, Taj Porter.
The Cajun boy.
Out of Mandeville, Louisiana.
Swinging a foul chopper there. Biko, I know that this is your first time in Louisiana as well as it is mine. What are a couple of your initial thoughts as you've been here now over 24 hours?
Climate reminds me of Savannah.
Yes, very humid and sticky.
Yeah, it's hot and it is thick. But I've loved the people. Did a little dabbling out on the town with a couple of our Fans First Entertainment compadres. Had a blast. I like what Baton Rouge is all about. I like Andy Archer's heater, too. Blows it past Porter. Gets his 4th strikeout in 3 innings of scoreless relief. And he continues to be absolutely onions in his young Banana Ball career.
Dicing, some would say.
Some would say that.
Come here, Joshy Poo.
Well, Josh finishes up his scorebook. Kyle's trying to
I don't think he liked the call.
wrangle him up.
I'm here.
It's
Don't
like
worry.
Dylan Cunningham and his buddies up in Albany, Louisiana. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. From left to right in our world, maybe right to left in your world, Josh Talevsky, Cowboy Kyle Lewis, Biko Scala. It is time to give away a pair of shoes courtesy of our friends at Zappos. You have to hit the link in the comment section or the description. Drum roll, please. Cajun is our buzzword tonight. put that in where it says buzzword. How do you spell it, Kyle?
Yeah, one more time for the people at home. That is CAJUN. CAJUN. No apostrophes, no accent marks.
Chad Reese, our coordinating producer, says folks in the chat are wondering who can handle the spiciest food between the three of us. I'll let you guys vote first.
Probably Biko. He's got an iron stomach. I am a bit of a wimp when it comes to spice, and I think Josh is even wimpier than I.
Wow, that's actually not true.
No.
I'm world renowned for eating
No
spicy foods.
shot.
I've got
No
a heck
shot.
Of I've got a heck of a buffalo wing sauce out in the world.
That doesn't even meet the
My
spicy
friends and
threshold.
my friends and I used to go to Waffle House, believe it or not, Kyle.
And they've got
And
all
we
kind of
would-
spicy food
believe it or
there.
not, They would keep Tabasco on the table.
Oh,
and we
God.
would challenge each other. We just take spoonfuls of Tabasco, and the last one standing would win.
It's like me saying, I like to dabble with.
I'd like won 95% of the time.
I like to dabble with squirting ketchup in my mouth, and I can deal with spicy food.
Okay.
What do you think, Pico?
I think it is Josh. If you asked this question before we went to Peoria, Arizona,
Yeah, you
I
guys
would
did
have
a
said it was
spicy
me. But
challenge.
we went to a delightful Mexican restaurant, Cholo, for anybody in the Peoria area, and Josh had a triple jalapeno menu item. That's as spicy as they get when it comes to jalapeno notations, and he absolutely munched it.
Cholo's
down.
on fire. That
Yeah.
was the name of the dish.
Yeah.
Correct.
It was good.
Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. I know it's not me.
It's not you.
I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to spice, but I do like a little spice in my life.
I'll acknowledge
That's why
that.
I hang around you two so much.
I'll acknowledge that Biko is the tungsten stomach, though. You can put anything in that thing, and it will not be affected.
You'll be
I am
fine.
not always the same way.
And I'm pretty good with spice. I think Josh is a tad better. I hate to admit it.
Ryan Cox down quick in that count 0-2 and flicks the ball foul into the net, which I think might have been
It's
caught.
jumping on top of the tarp. Bottom of the order here against Brett Helton. Top of the order waiting on deck with Meadows and Howell. As this one backhanded under the leg, but the throw off line. And Dustin Baber comes up empty on the trick play. Big leadoff runner for the Nanners.
Yeah, good attempt by Dustin Baber, having to move over to his right there to field that ball, and knew he was going to have to go jump throw regardless, so why not try and go between the legs and try and come up with the trick play? But Cox's speed able to get him into first base, and the Bananas instantly pinch running Malachi Mitchell, who takes off and swipes second base.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself, Josh. Is I love whenever anybody goes for a trick play, whether in pink or in yellow, but I especially love it whenever it puts Malachi on the bases with no outs and the top of the Bananas lineup coming up.
Second time Flash has pinch run tonight.
Time to boogie.
He's pacing the tour, 12 for 12 in stolen bases. Over 100 now in his banana ball career. He grabbed his 100th in Houston this past Saturday. What a dance from Helton, Baber, Hampton, Cornett, and son of a gun off screen. Even Vincent Chapman behind the dish getting in on the fun. And it's a heater that is bounced. Really impressive stop by DC3 to keep Flash on second base.
It's one of my favorite ditties that I've heard in a while. I love that tune, and I love that dance even more, especially when Baba does it.
The music down here on the Bayou, unbelievable. Zach Bro has been blasting it all day as DR Meadows blasts that one out to left center. That's going to end the inning. Malachi will score easily from second. The Doctor gives the Bananas their first lead in the all-important points department here in this ballgame. They're up 3-2. And Flash taking center stage for the walk-off celebration as he has some dancers jumping in front of him. Philly the first man. Now let's get Donnie, Crosby, and Nisnik. Who's next? Everybody. I've heard this is going to garner millions of views on the Tick and the Top.
Yeah, it's a pretty big trend right there. I think we're going to have to do it again. Rack did cross in front of the camera, which was the biggest no-no in rehearsal today.
Uh-oh.
But, sometimes the game moves pretty quick. As it looks like Philly's going to jump to the mound, and everybody is going to tip a cap to all of our service members in attendance tonight.
We honor all the service members, both past and present, here in Alec Box Stadium. And we pass that on to everybody watching at home here on a thirsty Thursday out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the capital of the boot. And we welcome in our new man on the mound, Zach Phillips. How's your evening going, Killer?
It's going good. Right now I need a ball or we can't play.
That's a fact. Now we're going to get a dance out of you this inning, it seems.
You are going to get a dance out of me.
This is a dance that's a long time coming. I know you had this one in your back pocket for a while, huh?
I have. We were supposed to do it in Houston, but, you know, world's fastest inning got involved.
That's what happens when you throw one at 55 seconds.
You teed it up perfectly, Kyle. Philly, you now have claimed the banana ball record for fastest inning of all time. 55 seconds, only 6 pitches in Houston, Texas. Tonight, you think you can get the world's fastest strikeout in banana ball history?
Ooh. Oh, most certainly. Most certainly.
I don't know if I like that or not because I don't know if I still hold that or not on technical time.
I think, Kyle, you're at 11. I think I do know it.
You do. You do hold it. Sean Fluke was about half a second behind you with his strikeout of Hosley in Houston this past Saturday.
You know what, Philly? If you get it and you go 3 up, 3 down, and you throw up a goose egg, I won't even be mad beside us.
Okay. Okay.
We'll even actually challenge you. We'll go live bet here because I know you love to bet.
Oh gosh.
We'll go $5 on either the clean inning or $5 on the world's fastest strikeout.
Okay. I like that.
Philly gets the 5 with either one. It's going to be 9, 10, and 1 here as Dustin Baber brings a beverage with him up to home plate. We'll chug it.
Now we got to be smart here, Philly. We know that Baber likes to swing.
Oh, first pitch.
Really big first pitch after downing the beer. So we got to make sure that we throw in a pitcher's pitch early in the count.
Kyle, let's see how good you are. How about you call the pitches to him right here?
You got to go breaking ball down.
Breaking ball down to start. Okay.
I think, or a changeup, whichever one you like.
Yeah. Right.
Some off speed.
Well, that didn't work.
That's why I'm not a pitching coach. I'm telling you, I think if we ran a running stat on how many times he swings first pitch after drinking the beer, it's got to be like 95%.
It's 95% every time. All right, here we go.
Good time for a 2-ball.
World's fastest strikeout. Nope, not on this one.
Turn around, Vince. I might be coming.
It's coming right now. The guys came in behind you.
Oh, a little sketch.
An interpretive dance. Oh!
Good pitch.
Oh.
Nailed it.
On the black.
I just did that. Should we pick off Baber here?
Yes.
All right, how about now? Look at that.
Oh,
wow. Don't blink. Chat, don't blink.
That was flawless in sync with you guys in the middle and DR in center.
Was it really? It looked good?
Yeah, it was perfect. Really good pitcher's pitch there, too.
Now
We got a
Kyle,
good strikeout candidate here in Swan, down 1 and 2.
I think Kyle could be a 3-2-2 coach.
That I can do.
Hey, guys, we're about to go down under right here.
Don't hate it. 2-2. Good time to win the even. Good. Get over.
No. Hold it.
That's about all you can do there.
About 32 miles per hour of exit velo. It's
Great.
about as soft a single as you can give up.
Great. Normally happens. Baseball's a funny game. The last inning was 55 seconds, and now we're over that.
That's a fact, and now you've got one of the best hitters in banana ball history.
But we're going to challenge him.
Good pitch. You know he doesn't like to hit right-handed.
Nope. Break him off a little deuce action here. Gross.
That was a heck of a take. You've had some great battles with Reese on the tour.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Vince.
Oh.
Come on, Vince.
Wow! The luck is not on your side. Squibber over the glove of EJ. Throw to second from Alexiadis, not in time. Now you just gave up a double that probably left the bat about 20 miles an hour.
That's how baseball is.
And Taj Porter leading the scoring celebration. All right, now you have Noah Fisher, 2 men in scoring position.
But we got an out. Oh, we ain't even got an out yet, boys. We got to lock it in up there.
This has been probably the least lucky 3 batters we've seen for anybody on the tour.
It happens. Can't be mad at it.
Well, of course it would happen when you have the mic on you.
Oh, why wouldn't it?
It's usually how it goes. We got infield in behind you. Fisher loves it, the fastball really.
That was a change piece down and in.
Out of the reach of Alexiadis. And it will be an RBI single. Game of inches.
Wow.
These balls have barely been evading gloves.
Wow. It's kind of funny.
All right, you've made nothing but good pitches this inning. I think it's time to start making bad pitches, and maybe you'll get better results.
You're probably right about that.
Nails so far.
You know, you might have a future as a pitching coach, Kyle.
I love facing Skull.
Combined 11 years of minor league baseball experience between you two.
Pitch.
Yeah, good decision, Philly.
Hi, B. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Jackson. That was a fun cameo.
He didn't say your name, Kyle.
I didn't know I was up here, Josh. Why you got to bring that up, man?
Is this our donut hitter?
This is your donut hitter.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Good pitch.
Hey, don't relay the signs back there. I see you.
Oh, we love that pitch.
Look, he's looking down. He's looking down. There we go. That's what we love about banana ball.
You got Fish with a pretty big jump and lead back there. If you want to look at Cox with a hat tap, I don't know how tight he's holding him.
Wow.
Defensive swings, boys.
Well, you got the first out of the inning because if nobody else can do it, you can do it. So why not get the rest? Get the other 2 out.
Right. Fist me.
Trick play from EJ. I like the way you're thinking, Philly.
You're technically going to say you got the out there too since you recorded it on the bag.
Technically. Wow.
You've been a part of both outs. A lot of running for you.
You know what? I think I actually hold the world's fastest inning and the world's longest. Back on my birthday in Kannapolis was like 12 minutes.
The infamous 7-run third inning.
Yeah.
We don't like to talk about that, Philly.
No, but it was a great birthday present for me.
It's all right. I've given up 6 before.
I think Shlomo Lapetz has the slowest inning in banana ball history.
Let's see if DR Meadows can run down this blast from Bryson Bloomer. He can't. It's off the wall on the fly.
Might throw him out.
He got him out.
And gunned down at second.
That works. Wow.
Philly, can you hit the gritty? The chat's dying for it.
Hey!
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you so much for getting mic'd up.
Oh, yeah.
Next time you pitch, I bet you'll have the fastest strikeout ever.
I'm in the next inning, so we'll see.
Oh, terrific. Thank you, Philly.
Hey, what happened? I missed it. Well, I was throwing really good pitches.
There goes Zach Phillips.
And they were making really good hits.
Another look at the play at second. I don't think DR Meadows has had a bad throw on the tour. Bang, bang.
I mean, that teed it up perfect. I mean, I was talking earlier about all the outfield assists he's had. If we get another look at the gritty from Phillips.
And we're going to do a brand new promotion here. No, we're not doing that at all. Are we? No. We're not going to do a brand new promotion. We're going to do a fun little intro to begin the inning.
A nice little ditty.
We call this one Calling Baton Rouge.
Yep. Some people are saying it's the anthem of the state.
A special walk-up with local roots. Over 11,000 fans here in the capital of Louisiana on their feet, kicking and stomping.
Absolutely gets the people going crazy. And in rehearsal, we had all the hitters practicing because we didn't know who was going to do it. And I think if I could have made my last guess to who would have gotten it, it would have been Gabe Powell. Because I don't think he knows a single word of this song.
The man out of Somerville, Georgia. Somerville, rather.
Somerville, yeah, sure.
Kind of Boston accent to that one.
Somerville.
Grandpa Larry would have loved the pronunciation. Backflip from Garrett DeClue. And a shot barely foul, in fact, off of the foot of third base umpire Brandon Castile. He's having a unique banana ball umpiring debut tonight. Pretty bizarre obstruction call earlier in the evening. Then made that out call in the top half of this frame. Bloomer on second base as Howell just barely missed his first home run of the tour.
Well,
Warning track power.
How it truly started the evening off was with the home run hitter, who we all know that can either go to first or third, whichever one they may choose. This young girl decided to go to third, and then we sent her back to home, so that was a little interesting.
As we swing our cameras around, we finally find the 10'9", hard to miss, Dakota Stilts All-Britain. Pinch hitting in a big spot. Nanners up a point, but trailing by 4 runs here in this 7th inning. They need 2 more base runners. Check that. They'll need 3 base runners.
We're going to need a taller umpire behind the plate.
That's great feel from Vince.
I wish I got the dimensions on Brandon Castile, who is the reason.
7'3".
7'3"?
Wow!
He's got 3 inches on Jared Beck.
Kellogg in the dugout said that he had 8 inches on him. So if you do the math, subtract the 1.
1-1 count on Stilts, who rolls it over to short. Chase Acuff bounces it to Bloomer. 360 throw to first in time. Double trick play or single trick play, John?
I think that's a double trick play. Did Bryson Bloomer not bounce the ball to himself there before firing it onto first base?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did either.
Okay,
Nope.
Single trick play.
He made it look so smooth.
Correct.
That's exactly right. As Garrett DeClue rips another backflip and will miss low and outside here to Michael Deeb. Nonetheless, a fun trick play for Chase Acuff. Bryson Bloomer getting involved, and I'm sure the party animals would have tried to get it to Dustin Baber if Stilts wasn't booking it down the line as Garrett DeClue backflips before Bryson Bloomer could even put banana ball in glove. That's 2 minutes and 13 seconds, the inning time for Garrett DeClue.
Good work from the Colorado Springs kid. The party animals tie the game at 3 points apiece. Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, you will be a ring dude for the Bananas, so we have to bid you adieu.
Love you guys. I will see you on the bump tomorrow.
Love you too, Big Doggy. Let's get it down to Noah Bridges for the sheet race.
The whole time. All right, boys. Y'all ready? Sheet up. 3, 2, 1. Sheet up. Stay in that sheet. There you go. There you go. Green's lagging. Oh, Blue's down. Blue's down. Green's staying on his feet. Give some encouragement to Blue. He's got to catch up. Meanwhile, up front, we got Brown. Stay in that sheet, boy. Yellow's going to the crowd. Cheer him on. It looks like it's going to be Brown. Give it up for the Brown sheet. I tell you what, Baton Rouge, that sheet got a little messy. Give it up for the Brown sheet.
Noah Bridges' superb call on the sheet race. Allwell sprinting with them. You get another look at Blue taking a big tumble. Green avoiding the collision, and the victory finish for a forward rolling Brown and a tumbling Yellow coming into second place with the barrel roll.
Now I know that you love to call the sheet race.
I do.
Have you ever ran a sheet race? Have you ever gotten to indulge in one of those?
No.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Like, I would advocate for the rest of my life. I will advocate every day. I will talk to Zach Frangelo. I will get up, and when I'm getting my morning coffee, look at him and go, put Biko in the sheet race until that happens.
The logistics
will mic you up.
Yeah, the logistics are tricky. I feel like we probably have to do it at home in Grayson Stadium. It's going to be one of the easier press boxes to get from the broadcast booth to the field. That's a nice bender from Zach Phillips in his second inning of work. Kansas City Royals minor leaguer. This is a bit high, count 2-2 on the pride of Fleming Island, Florida, Tanner Tinder Thomas. And did he check his swing? Vincent Chapman wondering, and Brendan Castile says Tanner did go around. Boy, the barrel of the bat certainly didn't cross in front of home plate. The only thing you could argue here is if the knob did. That's two of the toughest strikeouts on Tanner Thomas tonight that we've seen all tour.
And you could see Tanner just completely gobsmacked at that call.
Yeah.
Just didn't have any words for what just happened.
Befuddled. I think he would tell you that was balderdash.
Hogwash.
Absolute. Nope, I ran out.
Malarkey?
Yep, there it is. Under the legs goes Gabe Howell. First trick play of the night, fourth of the tour. And a couple quick outs here for Philly as he sets his sights on Taj Porter, who's 0 for 3 with a pair of punch-outs.
And that one hit right to Gabe Howell. Didn't really have to shift whatsoever. When it's hit to you just like that, you've got plenty of time to go between the legs, which Howell did, and pick up the trick play out. And Philly working on a quick inning. He is still below 2 minutes on the MPI clock, but is behind 2-0 to Taj Porter.
Porter, a switch hitter, swinging it from the right side for the second time tonight. Ahead 3 balls and no strikes. Pretty much a career on-base percentage guy, around 400. And in his home state, swinging for the bleachers out and left. Understandable. It's the same thing on 3-1, and now the count runs full. One misses up and out. Phillips can't believe he didn't get the call. And Porter will be content with one base on the sprint as the Bananas get it around all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order. And Porter will be pinch run for by the Animals' designated runner, Jordan Hussein. Taj's third sprint of the season. Came in with a .394 on-base percentage tonight. So far, that's dropping a pinch. On base 1 out of 4 trips to the dish. As Baber skies this one right side. EJ with a long run. They had a lot of movement up in the air. He's able to adjust and grabs the out. Nice bounce back inning for Zach Phillips, as the Nanners will only need 1 run in the bottom of the 8th to retake the lead in points.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 3 seconds for Zach Phillips on the mound. Keeps the Party Animals off the board in the top half of this 8th inning. And, you know, we've had a breeze blowing all day here in Baton Rouge. Good job by Eric Jones Jr. navigating the lights and the wind there to come up with the banana ball.
Jesse Cole talking to our first ever crowd here in the Bayou State, leading them through yellow. A beautiful sight here at Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Bach Stadium.
Now let me hear you.
Over 11,000 fans on hand for the 300th straight sold out Bananas or Party Animals game. 299 of them, including the Nanners. This being the 127th banana ball game of all time. So still the majority of this 300 straight sellout streak, dating back to the collegiate summer baseball days of this organization. As banana ball has taken over, and it has taken us all around the country, I'm sure it makes Jesse Cole
We
pretty
love
darn
you
emotional.
so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
I've had better lead-ins in my life. Sometimes you nail it, sometimes you don't.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I thought I had more time.
Hey, it's okay.
It's important to have friends that will pat you on the back like
We'll get there tomorrow.
Josh Talevsky literally just did. Yeah, luckily, we've got banana ball games Friday and Saturday night right here in Baton Rouge. And we get a look at a guy who played his final season of college ball at the University of New Orleans, about an hour down the road, closer to the Gulf. Dylan Porter, the Oakland, California kid, ended up being one of the most important Party Animals pitchers down the stretch a year ago. Had 3 saves throughout their 9-game winning streak to end the tour and win it all against the Nanners. Now Reese Alexiadis in his first at-bat of the night. Bounces it fair down the left field line and has an easy stand-up double.
Reese Alexiadis worked the walk-off ball four sprint in Houston, Texas for the Bananas. His first sprint in his banana ball career. Now in his first at-bat tonight in Baton Rouge, collects his first banana ball extra base hit against Dylan Porter. And it's a nice start for the Bananas, looking to go up a point heading into this final frame.
The Pioneer League MVP from a summer ago, who had 29 stolen bases to go with his Pioneer League leading 29 home runs, has excellent wheels in scoring position. He represents the inning winning run, and now the home run king from a tour ago, Eric Jones Jr., a menacing man at the dish, his 11 RBIs coming into the ballgame. Tied for the tour lead. He gives this a good ride out to right center. It is tracked down by Thomas. Alexiadis has to retreat back to second, but uses that speed to still tag up and grab third easily. And he's 90 feet from scoring with 1 out now.
Reese is a very intelligent base runner and banana ball player in general. We're starting to see it more and more as he gets comfortable on this team. We saw it with the trick play he was able to grab in Houston, Texas, and now we just see him patiently waiting to tag up there and get 90 feet away from scoring and possibly getting Rack his second walk-off of this Banana Ball World Tour. As this one is hit out to left field, Jake Skull has to field this one over his shoulder, and it's the Bananas with another walk-off in the 8th inning this season. They are batting over 400 in this inning on the tour, and they now jump out to the lead yet again.
And because Rack jumped in front of the camera when they did this walk-off celebration 2 innings ago, as Cowboy Kyle noted when he was in the booth with us, they will run it back. This is an important one for the boys to nail. They jump out in front 4-3, and all of a sudden are 3 outs away from winning the game. Here's the young professor.
The score sits as follows: 3 points for the Party Animals and 4 points for the Savannah Bananas. But here is the thing about the game of banana ball. In this game, in the final inning, every run counts for a point. That means the Party Animals are as hungry and as dangerous as ever. On the other hand, the Savannah Bananas need just 3 outs to secure this victory. Ladies and gentlemen of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, welcome to the final inning!
The Bananas lead by a point. Here's our darling of BTV, Cowboy Kyle, letting the fans behind the first base dugout know it's the final inning. Jake Lialios does the same for those behind the Party Animals dugout. And on the mound, trying to nail it down, will be Danny Hosley. Interesting, the Bananas sent Noah Nisnik out there for a bit. I thought Niz Nasty was about to get his first career banana ball save opportunity. Instead, Hosley tries to remain perfect in his attempts on the tour.
Maybe it was one of those decisions by Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron to throw the Party Animals off of their game. Think they were going to get Noah Nisnik. Then you throw out Danny Hosley as per usual. But nonetheless, it's going to be a tough task here for the Party Animals. Haas, his 9th appearance on the tour. He's thrown 9 innings. He's 5 for 5 in his save opportunities. And he's got a 2.43 ERA plus this season. And the Party Animals combined batting just 200 on the tour against Haas.
He's only given up 2 runs across his 9 innings, so the math on the ERA is pretty simple there. No multiplication or division necessary. It's right in front of you. It's going to be 10, 1, and 2. Jason Swan, and at the top of the order, Reese Hampton and Noah Fisher. 1-1 count on Swanee. Pacing the Party Animals in batting average. He's 1 for 3 on the night. A professional hitter in his second World Tour. Great guy to have leading off the inning with the game on the line. Nasty 12-6 curveball. And a strikeout of Swanee.
Just when you think Danny Hosley might go to his signature changeup, he pulls the string on Jason Swan out in front of that pitch from Hosley. And it's a big first strikeout for Haas, as now he goes and faces a guy who he has seen a lot across his entire Banana Ball career, and possibly Banana Ball's best hitter, the Party Animals' best hitter, Reese Hampton.
Hampton with multiple hits in back-to-back games now. He's 2 for 3, added a sprint in as well, single and a double, a run driven in, as well as a run scored tonight. And the Party Animals have not used their golden batter yet, which so far on the tour has always been Reese Hampton. There's the changeup. A Vulcan change, his best pitch, to go with the 12-6 curve and the 4-seam fastball, as this one obliterated and out of here. A moonshot for Reese Lightning, a thunderbolt in the 9th to tie this game.
Reese Hampton, previously 0 for 6 against Danny Hosley on this year's World Tour, connects for his 2nd home run all time against Hosley. The first one came in showdowns to end the game and result in the Party Animals win in Brockton, Massachusetts. And now he collects a 2nd massive big fly for the Animals to tie this game at 4 points all.
Here's Drake Toll.
Game-tying home run, walk me through it. Well, that was the plan all along. Singles suck, walks suck, homers are sick. Let's go, baby.
What did you see on that pitch?
I don't know. I just woke up right there.
Hey, tell me who's going to win.
Party Animals. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Party on. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Reese. Brand new ball game. We're locked at 4 points apiece with 1 away in the 9th. Now Noah Fisher represents the go-ahead run for the Animals. And he nearly takes out his teammates. Porter jumps out of the way as Ponce hits the ground, avoiding any damage. Fisher 1 for 4 tonight. He has scored twice.
And you just wonder if Noah Fisher is not able to reach base safely here. If once we have 2 outs, if the Party Animals opt to go right back to Reese Hampton yet again for another big knock, as Hosley is able to get this comebacker, hits off of his leg, maybe his ankle, but stays in front of that banana ball and fires it over to Eric Jones Jr. for the 2nd out.
With a former first-round draft pick coming up to the dish, Drake Skolnick 15th overall in 2010. Mike Vivacis says, no, I'll stick with my traditional 3-hole hitter. Skol drove in a run with a ground out his last time. Has 2 bombs on the tour thus far, tied for the season lead. And way out in front of a hanger with that changeup behind 0-2.
And just like we talked about Ryan Kellogg early in this game, wanting to throw nothing but breaking balls to Jake Skol, I think the plan of attack is exactly the same for Danny Hosley here, who does decide to go high heater. See if he can just induce a chase pitch there, but Skol spits on it.
Deuce is wild. Back-to-back fastballs. So Hosley goes to the bender. Gnarly on the off speed, gets the strikeout. Here comes the young professor.
This game is all knotted up, 4 points each for the Party Animals and the Savannah Bananas. If we are still tied at the end of this inning, there are no extra innings. We will go to a showdown tiebreaker. But why do that when your Bananas need just one run to secure this victory? Make some noise here in Baton Rouge, because this is it!
Drew Gillespie swaggering out to the mound. And son of a gun, we've got a mic on the guy.
Boys, what's happening?
This is a rather large moment in this ball game, buddy.
It's good to hear your voice, Biko. How's your night going?
It couldn't be going any better. We've got a tie game, bottom of the ninth, and you've got the bottom three in the Bananas order. Leroy, Olson, and Cox due to swing it.
With a golden batter, so we got some work to do. Try to get this to a showdown.
Now, Drew, when we talked about miking you up, you said you might have some dad jokes. Is this the time?
Oh, we can rip a dad joke.
What do you got?
Why do golfers wear 2 pairs of pants?
Couldn't tell you.
Because they have a hole-in-one.
There goes Josh stealing my thunder. All right, boys, here we go.
That feels like a good omen for this deciding inning in this ball game. Drew, you're trying to get it to showdowns.
Yeah, let's try to get this to showdowns, give the people what they want.
What's the plan against the Bananas captain, Bill Leroy?
Jam him in, we'll go cutter away probably. We'll see what we start with. We'll see. I like this guy. Don't like him right now, but let's go get it out.
Well, that's the beauty of banana ball, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Big to start with a strike right here. Here we go. Nope.
Just missed outside.
It's all right. Just got to slow down.
What's the pitch here?
Fastball. There we go.
And there it is.
There we go. Cutter.
And now you're ahead. What do you use to try and dispatch this man?
We're probably going to beat him with a fastball here. We might double up cutter. We'll see. Nope, going fastball here.
Oh!
There we go.
Good old country hardball.
There we go. That one came out all right, boys.
That's some cheese.
That came out all right.
All right.
How we, Josh, what are we feeling about Baton Rouge? You like the vibe so far?
Baton Rouge has been tremendous. I've enjoyed the food. I've enjoyed the people. I've enjoyed the banana ball game.
Yep, gotta get over. Here we go.
Oh! Trick play, Jason Swan.
Nice.
Good work on the reception,
yeah,
Drew.
Swanee. There we go.
And here comes the golden batter.
Yep. I was waiting for it. Dan Oberst.
You betcha.
I like this guy too.
Please welcome Dan.
On his front foot. Did exactly what I needed. Now we got to shut it down here and get to a showdown so I can face Dan for a second time.
Now, Drew, we saw in Houston, Texas, you get the fans pumped up, 41,000 on their feet. Woo. Is there any chance you get the crowd up here in Baton Rouge tonight?
We'll see what we got going. I love this song, man.
That's a great pitch. That's a great take.
Great take. He didn't really flinch at that one. Oh, we need a second. He just got smoked.
Well, hopefully Cornette's okay. You dropped down on that heater.
Yes, sir. What do you call an alligator wearing a vest?
You've got me on this one.
Investigator.
Oh!
Come on, boys.
8.3.
8.3?
I've got 8.6 on that.
Good take again.
Wow.
Good take again there, Dan. Fastball in. Beat him. Yep. Let's go to showdown, boys.
Drew Gillespie, thanks for getting mic'd up.
We talking during showdowns or no?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll talk in a minute.
All right, boys. I'll see you in a bit.
It is time for the showdown! Showdown works as follows. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder. The first team to score unanswered by the other team will win this game. Anyone that hits a home run over the wall is an automatic victory. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, because this is your showdown!
Our
On the mound
14th game of the
Savannah
tour
is Danny
brings us
Hosley.
our third trip to tiebreaker showdowns of the year. Zach Phillips was the pitcher for the Bananas in the first two, in Peoria, Arizona, and Savannah, Georgia. And now here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Danny Hosley, who pitched the ninth and picked up a couple strikeouts but gave up the game-tying home run to this man, Reese Hampton, will stay out for showdowns.
And that's always been the agenda for the Bananas and Party Animals. You keep the hot hand out there on the mound, the guy who was throwing in that last inning. And you know Danny Hosley wants to get some revenge here on Reese Hampton in round one of showdowns after getting that game-tying home run in the ninth.
Heater on the outside corner, Hosley's ahead. He has Alexiadis behind him as his lone fielder. This is going to be tough for the Bananas. Hampton dribbles it all the way to the right field wall, and he's already around second. Alexiadis just got to the ball. Hampton showboating as he comes around third. The relay from Hosley, not even close. And the Party Animals out in front 5-4. Here's the young professor.
And it all comes down to this. The Savannah Bananas must answer back here in order to force a second round of the showdown. On the mound for the Party Animals is Drew Gillespie. The fielder is Chase Acuff.
We back, boys?
Thank you, Mr. Young Professor. Drew Gillespie, welcome back. You're out ahead. Game on the line, buddy.
Here we go. Change it. Got him on his front foot, though. I like that. I like that. We're going heater out here, boys.
You're a strike away.
There we go. There we go, boys. Come on, let's get it going. Come on, do they like the Party Animals or not? Come on, let's go. Just a little bit. Here we go, boys. Here we go. No, we don't want that. Those are all fake. That's all fake. He's going to get to that, boys. He's going to get to that. He's getting to that. Here we go. We got it. Just need a good relay here.
Drew Gillespie.
Let's go, boys.
You just won this banana ball game.
Baby. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. That's what you do. Let's go.
Drew Gillespie, have fun with the
baby.
boys.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, boys.
Likewise, buddy. Gillespie in the clutch. Gets the showdown shutdown. And the Party Animals win night one in Baton Rouge.
After the Bananas were able to rally in Houston, Texas for 3 points in the final 3 innings to claim a 5-4 victory, the Party Animals are able to do that here tonight, getting the game-tying point in the final inning, knotting it at 4-4, and then going into showdowns. And of course, Reese Lightning comes away with the go-ahead walk-off for the Party Animals, and Drew Gillespie is able to shut that door yet again. A big Game 1 win here in Baton Rouge for the Party Animals.
They boogie to celebrate. Here's Mike Vivacis to shout out his squad.
Our bullpen, Drew Gillespie, Garrett DeClue, Jake Lialios, Dalton Ponce, Zach Blankenship, Garrett Delano, Big Butter Higgins, Ryan Rodriguez, Sean Fluke, and Dylan Porter. Our infielders with our gingers, Dustin Baber and Chase Acuff, Jordan Hussein, Noah Fisher, Jason Swan, and Bryson Bluma. Our backup Studley catchers of Bronson Balholm and Taj Porter. And for that outfield crew, Jake Skoll, Reese Hampton, and Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas. What about that coaching staff? Pitching coach Isaac Hess, hitting coach Anthony Cremato, and myself, Mike Vivacis. Let's go!
The Party Animals get a must-win victory. And let's get it down to their correspondent, Drake Toll with Reese Hampton.
You called that home run.
I asked anybody, does anyone in this dugout want a homer? And I said, I do. I said, well, coming right up, baby. There you have it.
Reese, off the bat, did you know?
Yes, I was very confident. And then it started to slow its pace a little. But then I started blowing. Did the actual thing you needed to do. Crept over the wall.
Reese, down 4-3. I know a lot of the games so far this season haven't gone the way you wanted. Early leads that fall apart. How important was it just to win this game?
Well, we got a few shutdown innings from our bullpen, which is always huge, you know. That's what it comes down to. They're the advantage late in the game. They score one run. So we put up a good 4 spot. What do you think was that?
We just hit first base. When you hit first base after that home run, what's going through your brain, dude?
Oh, just how loud I could possibly scream going around the bases without passing out or throwing up. And I think I did a good job of hitting that number.
I don't think you passed out or threw up right there. It was perfect. Tell me about the crowd, too, dude. By the very end of it, felt like a whole lot of Party Animals fans were rocking when you hit that home run.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything, but, I got the crowd on their feet and, pumped them up coming around third, and they seemed to really like it.
Reese, the golden batter's been used a lot this season. We didn't need it right there because you came up, but you did it on your own. Did you expect a golden batter situation before that? We've seen you bat twice in a row before.
Right. I asked Jason Swan, who was in that 10th spot, hey, do you want it, man? And he said, absolutely. So I'm not here to take anyone's at-bats away or, I believe fully in my teammates. So
home plate's that way, by the way.
I think Jason Swan can do the job any day, and, rarely will we have to use the golden batter.
Reese, before we hit home plate, your second time hitting home plate, making your third time in the last, 7 minutes.
That's right.
What kind of tone does this set for Baton Rouge?
Oh, man, we started off hot, man, and hopefully we can keep the energy up and, keep putting on good shows for these good fans.
Down 4-3, Reese Hampton hits the most insane launch angle home run I think I've ever seen and steps on home plate once again. The Animals win this one. Josh, Biko, Party Animals Nation. We'll send it back to you and see you tomorrow night. Party on.
Jay Billis will be jealous of that interview. Talking to someone just one trip down the basketball court. Drake and Reese just went all the way around the diamond. Welcome up into the broadcast booth. He is Josh Talevsky. I am Biko Scala. We both, alongside all of us at BTV, thank you for spending this Thursday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. What an incredible Banana Ball game. Big 5-4 victory in showdowns for the Animals.
Yeah, and there are a couple of key notes here for the Party Animals and the reasons that they were able to claim this victory tonight. Reese Hampton hit it on the head. The Party Animals bullpen, when they came in relief of Brett Helton for the most part, did a phenomenal job. Garrett DeClue throws a 2-minute and 13-second inning, and we see Dylan Porter a little shaky in the 8th inning. Drew Gillespie, as calm as ever entering the 9th, all he's focused on is sending the game to showdowns, and he does it in 1 minute and 53 seconds on the mound for the Party Animals. So we saw a bullpen that has struggled a little bit across these last 10 games or so amidst this Party Animals, kind of losing streak, and just when they've been mired in inconsistency, I would say. We saw consistent outing from the bullpen tonight, and Reese Hampton entering the game in Houston, Texas, was 0 for his last 15 at the plate for the Animals. In Houston, he goes 2 for 4, is able to score a run, draw a ball, 4 sprint. Tonight, 3 for 4, a ball, 4 sprint, the game-tying home run, and then the go-ahead walk-off for the Party Animals. We often talk about DR Meadows for the Bananas being the spark plug of their offense. It's the exact same thing for the Party Animals and Reese Hampton. And we saw him put on another vintage performance at the plate for this team and once again lead them to a victory. And that was a key in them being able to finish last year's tour with a winning record against the Bananas as well. Just how good Reese Hampton was performing.
100%. It was an incredible duel between the two leadoff hitters and center fielders throughout the 69 battles these two teams had a tour ago, and it's been incredible throughout 14 games on this young season. Hampton ends just a triple shy of the cycle. That guy can catch fire in an absolute heartbeat. And when I talk about just an amazing banana ball game, obviously 5-4, 7 points scored in regulation, and then a final port. Check that. 8 points scored in regulation, only 1 inning in which a point wasn't scored. That was the 5th. Then we go to showdowns, and once the Party Animals come away with the victory, only an hour and 58 minutes on the dot, plus 8 trick plays tonight, only 2 missed. You got to be happy if you're Jesse Cole and company.
Again, the pitchers are working very quick out there on the mound, and what's also impressive is there were a couple innings where the Bananas were getting the walk-offs very quickly as well.
Yeah.
Did it without Brett Helton recording an out. Dylan Porter was able to record 2 outs against the Bananas in that 8th inning, but they still got the walk-off in 1 minute and 47 seconds, and that also aids a quick ball game. And the fact that you can still go to showdowns and end up with a game in less than 2 hours is wildly impressive.
The Bananas are still red hot by my standards. They have won 8 out of their last 11, including the loss tonight. But the Party Animals really needed this. They are now 6-8 on the tour, and thanks to that sweep of Tampa to start things off, they're right back in this thing. If they can win the next 2 nights in Baton Rouge, we will be tied heading to Gwinnett the coming weekend. Now, you don't want to put the cart in front of the horse. The Party Animals still need 2 victories to do that. It's going to be a really exciting ball game tomorrow night. Ethan Scujay on the mound for the Bananas. Garrett Delano on the bump for the Party Animals. We've already seen the 2 of those guys have 2 incredible pitching duels on this tour.
And it could be yet another fast game as well because you've got 2 guys throwing heat out there on the mound and working quickly. We've seen Garrett Delano make drastic improvements in terms of his average MPIs this season. The 1 inning he had in Houston, Texas, thrown in 1 minute and 56 seconds. And meanwhile, Ethan Scujay, he's just able to consistently put up 3 down innings. The Party Animals just batting a tick above 200 against Ethan Scujay on the season. He is the self-proclaimed king of the strikeout. And so I think early on in the ballgame, much like we've seen when these 2 pitchers are facing off, it is going to be a pitcher's duel with very little offense.
And we'll see if the Party Animals can grind at bats like they did tonight. It's tough against Scujay, who is mid-90s with a really nice 6-pitch arsenal in total. But the Party Animals averaged over 4 pitches per plate appearance tonight. The Bananas just over 3. So that is a big difference when you play it out across a full game. Now, before we shout out our entire cast and crew, we do have a pair of shoes to give away, courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. Drum roll, please, Josh. End of drum roll. Eduardo Sanchez, congratulations on your free pair of shoes. Thank you to everybody who entered. We'll be giving away another one tomorrow night right here from Baton Rouge. We will have first pitch from 7 p.m. Central, and the pregame will kick off around 6:30 once again. Okay, the cast and crew that made it happen. It always starts with the first base camera, the Iron Horse of BTV, Emerson Elmgren. Across the diamond, a young shining star on BTV, Lex Fowler, killing it on the third base cam. In center field, a first-timer, Tate Eisworth. Excellent work on an important camera. Check that, Tate on the high home. Nate Messina, also a first-time BTVer, also on a very important camera, dominating center field. On the low home below us, Nick Lopez. Tremendous job, Nick. High first. Absolutely killed it, of course, because it's Kylie Sadomka over there on the wireless running all over this ballpark. That would be Clayton Franklin. The utility miking a plethora of boys up tonight. That is Nick Keldy, DJ Squints. When it comes to the crew, an hour in the future in our control room in Savannah, our director, Griffin Ellis, our technical director, Arch Pingle. That is a dynamic duo. Now, if you want dynamic duos, you'll hear one in just a second. Before that, replay Kwanzi. One name, you know him, you love him, put him on anything. He's going to dominate it. Same goes for Bella Bella on the audio. She dominated the ones and the twos. That would be Bella Soto. She does actually have a first and last name. On the scorebug, Michael Basista. Who else? That guy is Mr. Reliable. On the graphics, Julia Massey. And on the statistics, you saw on those graphics and giving us a lot of great stats throughout the night, including the last one you heard from me. That would be Mikey O'Connor, and that is a killer dynamic duo. Our moderators in the chat, Colbite_ and Scott Thompson. Our K-Club queen, who has not gotten enough shout-outs this year, Millicent Bean Supreme. She needs to get back into the mix. Our YouTube king, Zach Bro, and our video legend, Chris Sachi. I cannot believe I haven't been getting them in the mix. Good work by our coordinating producer, Chad Reese, to make sure I Ron Burgundy and read every name on my script this evening. A big thank you to a lot of guys down on the field. It started with Brett Helton on the mic. Then we got Eric Jones Jr. We also got to talk to Jason Swan in between innings. Then we had a mic on Zach Phillips. And we finished up with a microphone on Drew Gillespie. Plus, Cowboy Kyle joined us up in the booth. Absolute doozy of an evening, and a lot of help from Drake Toll, our Party Animals correspondent down on the field. Of course, Reese Hampton joining him for our post-game interview as well. And we wrap that all up with Mr. Josh Talevsky, the Bananalytics statistical savant and color coordinator. Killed it this evening.
Biko Scala, my brother in Baton Rouge. Yeah, you were amazing tonight. It was fun to be up here with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a fun one, and thank you once again to everybody who watched, as well as our executive producers, Jesse, Emily, and Carrie Cole, as well as Jared Orton. I am Biko Scala. As Josh said, we will bid you adieu. Thank you again for viewing the Party Animals. Big 5-4 win in showdowns. All happened in less than 2 hours. We'll see if night 2 can top it. First pitch, 7 p.m. Central tomorrow evening. Until we see you then from Alec Bach Stadium, we will see you later!